Well, here we go. Once again, Lee, the excitement is right close now to everybody to have the new season kicking off. Of course, you're getting ready for your second full season in charge. When you look back and as you look forward to going into it, have you changed much since you come into the job? Apart from getting greyer?
Yeah, no, hopefully not. Hopefully I've not changed, but hopefully we've got better, and that's the main thing. Our processes and the trust we have in each other in terms of staff get stronger all the time. So hopefully that side of it, which people don't really see, even the players don't see in terms of the organisation and things like that, that the processes are much better for that. But hopefully us as people, we're just the same and fully focused on trying to achieve something again this season.
You can't put a price on togetherness at a football club, can you?
You can't, and it's something I bang on about all the time. Everyone knows what I'm about in terms of that. It's just so important, not necessarily for the good things, but you know you've got each other's back through the poor times and the bad times and the poor results that can come. If you've got that, you know you've got a trusted group of people who are willing to fight for each other and work for each other all season. It's just so important. They're able to rally troops when they're down, but I do think it's just a massive thing for a dressing room to have that togetherness. Again, I'll use it again, everyone on the same bus going in the right direction.
That must come into it heavily, and I know you have to work with budgets, and everybody's got different types of budgets that they're playing with. But I guess when you're recruiting players and when you're talking to players and their representatives, you're gauging that whether they've got that in them, are you?
Yeah, of course. And look, we make it sound like there's all these bad eggs out there in football. There isn't. There's all sorts of different personalities, and I don't want people to be all the same and robotic in the building. Everyone's got different personalities. First thing we look for is obviously can they improve the team and can they improve the squad. I think the recruitment team have been able to do that, highlighting the calibre of players that we wanted. And then I do judge that. Obviously you're speaking to a couple of people in the same position. Some of it might come out of your hands in terms of being able to sign them or not, but obviously people know I'm big on that type of thing, and we've brought good characters into the team. But like I say, don't want a building full of robots. Everybody's different, and that's the skill of the management team to be able to look after them people.
Don't want to be dwelling on it, of course, because it's all gone last season, but it was a heartbreaking end to the season. There's no doubt about that. A magnificent achievement to get to where you were, but a horrible end towards it. Have you sensed that all that grey cloud, if there was any, has been lifted and you're all fresh and ready to go again now?
Yeah, it was quickly lifted. It was lifted away from me. Quickly, you can dwell on things too much. What ifs? Could we have done this? Could we have done that? We did everything we felt was right going into the game. We gave it our best shot. At that time, it wasn't quite on point and good enough. But we don't feel there's any cloud within the group. We freshened the group up. The younger players are chomping at the bit to go, and we're all fully focused. Like I say, you don't look back on things. You've got to look forward. If you keep looking backwards, you're never going to move forward.
Yeah, let's look ahead, of course. And the pre-season is done and dusted. You set out your map, so to speak, of who you were going to play and where you were going to play. That's done. How did you view it?
Yeah, I thought it was a real challenging pre-season with a mixture of games in there, playing against a mixture of formations, which was good. Being able to pick up tactical things during them games. Obviously a difficult one the Saturday just gone, which again is a good thing. Finding solutions, what didn't we quite do, what didn't we prepare for, what did we see that we didn't notice going into the game as staff. The players knowing that they've got to be at full tilt in terms of intensity, how they work. So loads of positive stuff, good performances, people finding their feet within the squad and people knowing what to expect off the new players when they've got the ball, where to be, what range of passing they've got, for example. I think the fitness of the players has been really good. Again, a good trip away. So all in all, ticked a lot of boxes. I don't look at any results or anything like that during pre-season. I've said previous, if you are getting tonked every game, then you've got an issue. But I thought we played some good stuff. What we've been working on. So overall, really pleasing. we'll see what we're like after 5 games of the season.
The legendary O'Grady used to say it's the best time of the year, pre-season, because you haven't got to win any football matches, but now you're getting ready for the whistles to go and you're playing competitive football, and there's nothing better than that, the buzz about it.
Yeah, and I'm all for the games. The pre-season, you want it to hurry up. The training during the week to get to the next game. I'm all for the games and being judged on all the games and the performances of the team. So I quite like that, but a bit strange in that sense.
Obviously now you're looking ahead to the games and your squad, of course you've still got a few weeks to go to try and build on that. We'll talk a bit more about where you're up to at the moment with that, but you've recruited a mixture really of experienced players and younger players. Was that something that you highlighted that you wanted to bring into your squad? Well,
the first thing you do is you highlight the positions that we thought we were going to need, and then you have a calibre of player that falls into that. 5-6 players on the initial sheet that you can look at, and then we pick what we feel is the best one. We thought we needed experience. I say pick, try to speak to the one that we thought best suited. We thought we needed a little bit of experience coming into the squad, knowing that we were going to end up getting some younger players around the age of some of ours players coming in. So we thought it was important just to top that up, and the experiences they've had, the calibre of clubs they've played at, to just bring it into the dressing room and try and help some of the younger players. Any further progress then on adding to your squad? Where are you up to at the moment? We are trying our hardest to get more bodies into the squad, to help to improve the squad. It's something that will probably be ongoing for the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, until the transfer window closes. But the phone's getting hotter because the season's starting and some of their players haven't gone out on loan. They're like the odd, these will be loan players. If an opportunity comes to sign a player on a permanent, we feel will improve us and improve the squad. It's something we could look at. But the phone is going more regular now because the season's just about to start, and there hasn't actually been as many loan deals as I thought there would at this point in the season. Unfortunately, you've picked up a few injuries. A couple have carried over from the end of last season. Where are you up to? Have you got any sort of green light is going your way? Yeah, really positive on that front. They're looking good. Players are out on the grass. So hopefully we should have a fully fit squad, probably 2. That won't, but as fully fit as we could hope for. And that was the plan going into the first game of the season. Captaincy has changed. I know you're going to reveal in a moment who it is, but he's got plenty of experience, of course, and you've gone with different type of vice captains as well. Just let your supporters know what you've done. Yeah, so Mickey will be the captain of the team this year, and I don't think that's any surprise to people. What he adds to the squad, his leadership skills, communication skills. Always trying to help people, always trying to improve the place all the time. Trust me, he's on us all the time about stuff. And then we've gone with Zach Williams and Powley as vice captains. I think Zach's a leader. I'm really impressed with how Zach's come back in pre-season. His shape's changed, real change in mentality in terms of how he's performing, how he's training, which is good. And then Jack Powell's just an example to the other players. His tactical brain's exceptional. He's always talking to us about tactics, half-time, before games. So he has an understanding on the pitch. He can spot things on the pitch because it won't be long before we see him again. And of course for Zach, it's a real boost as well for the rest of the boys who are in the team who've progressed from your academy into first team level. Like last time, Luke Offord was the main captain. We've had others from the academy been the captain of the team. That pathway's open. Yeah, of course it is, and every player's got a different skill set, haven't they, in terms of leadership. Luke Offord wasn't a shouter and a screamer on the pitch, but we felt he led by example with his performances, which he certainly did. Zach can be vocal, and he's always been that leader type in terms of when he's gone away with Wales and things like that. So everyone does it in different ways, and just carry on being yourself. And if we feel you can fit into that mould, Joel Taberner came into that. He leads by example in terms of his training, his professionalism, how he goes about his job. So that door's always open for young players, and I think it's good for young players to be in and around that leadership type of group that we have, who we speak to, just because they can listen, they can pick things up. And again, I think Zach's in a good position this season to really kick on.
Yeah, and you've got a few others that you want to make sure that they have their say as well. Yes, you've got the captain in Mickey and the vice captains in Zach and Jack, but others will want to be involved, and you want that input, won't you?
Yeah, we do, and people call them leadership groups, don't they, where the manager goes to, right, we'll have a meeting tomorrow. I call it the talk to group because I want everyone to be leaders, and so we'll mix that up now and again, who goes in the meetings, and they just deliver messages back to us, because we're open for criticism as well. That's how we improve, constructive criticism. If there's anything about training, timings, anything, and that's their opportunity to deliver their messages over to us, because if they don't, we won't improve, and it's important that us as staff, we're willing to take on constructive criticism from the players, how they think we can get even better.
Let's get right up to date then, because the fans once again are sending out the message. You're going to Barrow for the opening game of the season, and it's already the sell-out sort of allocation. I think they've had some more actually sent to the club, so once again, good followings.
Yeah, brilliant, and then let's just keep bouncing on from last year, isn't it? And again, it's brilliant to see. The away following was terrific last year, and long may that continue. Again, going into a difficult game, the unknowns, aren't they? The first games of the season, there'll be some weird results up and down the country, but we'll be fully focused on the job in hand and what we want to try and achieve out the game.
Well, they changed the manager over the summer as well, but you've come across the manager at Gillingham as well when he was in charge there, Stephen Clements. Do you look much into what they do? Do you get videos? Do you study it? Because it is wide open with it being the first game of the season. Who knows what's coming?
Yeah, of course. Steve's gone in there. He changed the shape and the style of play to suit what he's after. Of course, they've played pre-season games like us. They'll be watching us, so you can plan the best you can. The unknown is there's no pattern in terms of what team you're selecting from both teams, really. With us having a couple resting, a couple for getting them into a position being able to play the first game. So it is a little bit of the unknown. We'll know each other's formations, I would think, and certain personnels. But it is a bit of the unknown. Like I say, the first day of the season is usually some crazy results up and down the country.
It's finally ready to go. Excited?
Can't wait. I absolutely can't wait to get on the sideline and competitive game. Can't wait.